got gold around my neck, that shit'll make you blink.
YouTube, what is up? What's good with you guys? It's the Boul Nate. Shout out to Boul Nation. Hope y'all feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. It is what, Tuesday morning, day 22 of VLOGUST. I know I have missed couple days this month, so I gotta think of something to get back to y'all because I messed up. You know, I ain't fulfilled my daily obligations for this month for the channel, so I'm gonna get back something to y'all. I gotta figure out what it is, or y'all can leave something in the comments as well to give me some ideas, because apparently, shoot, I don't know, I guess think too much, overthinking, all that good stuff. So yeah, just let me know in the comments some ideas to get back to y'all. And pretty much in today's video, I'm gonna go over my pretty chaotic IT journey, because my journey was kind of crazy. So yeah, honestly, my IT journey started back in Philly. Like, I'm about to say a few months after I graduated from Penn State back in 2018. I actually started a temp job at Comcast. So there at Comcast, I was actually I forgot like my exact title, my exact title, but I was pretty much like was triaging like issues with like Xfinity or like on demand. So like, for example, if like a episode of like a TV show was missing, or one episode was like playing for like 5 minutes then stop for somebody, we would like triage that first, and then if we couldn't fix it, we'd just pass it to the specific like team or engineers. So that was my first job, and like I was pretty much there until like I was waiting for like the job down in Maryland to get situated. So once I had like all of the, I guess, paperwork and stuff and background checks and everything finalized, that's when I moved down to Maryland and started my IT journey down here at the help desk over in Annapolis Junction. So and so far like that's been my longest tenure job, and like I was there from October 2018 to about May 2020. And yeah, the help desk, man, like it's like, yo, like the help desk it's so easy to get burned out, because like you gotta keep like a certain amount of calls. You gotta make sure like you answer like a certain amount of calls every day, and there's a thing called like not ready time. So not ready time is pretty much like you like taking a break, or it could be like finishing up like a ticket or something. That you just use that so you don't get a call when you're trying to finish up something or this and that. See, so yeah, it was like so many strict rules, and I don't know. After a while, like I got burned out. But this is kind of where like things changed, because obviously 2020, COVID, boom, and shoot, the beginning stage is COVID. So it's actually kind of ironic, because one, it was actually a coworker that actually had COVID, and like obviously at the time it was kind of like if you had like any like contact or near contact with a person, like they're like, oh, you know, you got to quarantine at home, like anybody who had like close contact with a person. So I was part of that group, but however at the same time, like well, that's it. Yeah, so it was in the same time, like there was like kind of like a new, I guess, position. Well, not a new position, but like it was kind of like a temp position somewhere else. Like it was still like underneath the company I was working with, but it was like a temp opportunity somewhere else. So I was like, no, I tried help desk. It's something new, and like I really don't have answer phones no more, really, like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I did that, and like it's funny because like it was supposed to be like a 3 or 4 month thing, but once I got to like around like August of 2020 or July 2020, I actually got like, you know, offered like a full-time like permanent position. So I'm like, hey, shoot, I'll take it down. Like, hey, more money for me. You know, the pay was higher. Like, I don't got to answer 35, 40 calls. And, you know, the environment was much more relaxed. I'm like, bet. So it's kind of funny because, like, I was sitting home for COVID, the quarantine. you know, for the close contact, and then I never really came back to the help desk. It was kind of like quarantine is like, hey, you can slide over to the temp job. So I was there doing system admin work. I was system admin for about let's see, about a year actually. Yeah, about a year, because I left from like August of 2021. Because like I be getting bored of work. Like some jobs, like I get bored. So I'm like, all right, you know, like I gotta get something new. So that's when Booz Allen, you know, sent me an offer through LinkedIn actually. I was like, all right, you know what? Pay increases again. I can try something new. Bet. So did that. But the problem is that like at Booz Allen, I was a capability hire. So pretty much what that means is that like they hire you, you know, they get like the quick little training and everything, because my position was like cloud technician. So I was like, all right, cool. But the problem is like as capability hire, they pretty much got like help you find a team or find like a place to work at within Booz Allen. So I got hired Booz Allen like around like September, well, I finished the training in September. It's like that. And pretty much for like, it was wild, bro. Like pretty much for like 4 or 5 months. Like I was like, are we doing anything? They got anywhere? Like, oh yeah, you know, we're still looking for you, still trying to help. I'm like, okay, whatever. So like that happened, but I'm like, unfortunately, like that was kind of during time when my mother, she passed away. So I was just really just. It was just bad combo. It was like your mother passed away, and he's still looking for, you know, a new place to work. I was at home, just in my room, just chilling away. So I'm like, I was like, yeah, like I was just in a terrible state. So I'm like, all right, well, like the next year was around like February. I'm like, all right, I gotta look for a new position. So that's where I found out about, it was like a small company, like IC1 Solutions. Boom, all right. New company, I'm doing DevOps. That was kind of something I would like explore. I'm like, no, like DevOps is pretty cool. So I did that for a little bit, but things like I had to drive down to Herndon every day. So I'm like, all right, I got to drive to Herndon. I'm like, cool. But is that like I already had like the proper training, I felt like, or I wasn't like at like the right standard for what they need at the time, because like I said, like it was a small team, and like we had like a bunch of work to do. So I'm like, all right, like I kind of wanted like a proper training, but it's just like small team, so they kind of need more like an expert person instead of kind of like a person that's still like growing in that role. So a few months, I'm like, all right, I just not feeling this, like I said, and then unfortunately, that's another time where I spent another death with my family. My grandmother passed away, so like that's like another thing. I'm like, all right, I'm not really happy at work. Had another prominent person in my life pass away. Just I don't know. Like the timing is for stuff in my life just was kind of crazy. But I'm like, all right, boom, bam. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna cut it off, and then I was jobless for a decent while, like about like a month or so, and then that's where my former coworker at GDIT, where I was the system admin at, she recently got a job at Microsoft. She's like, yeah, you know, like I just went, applied, and got a job. So I was like, oh shoot, like, hey, Slimy, you know, the recruiter that you talked to, hey, yada. So started that, went through the process, had a couple interviews, and then bam, sure enough, I was throwing an offer with Microsoft, and I've been here ever since. Been here for over a year now. So as I can see, well, as a software engineer, but as I can see, like my IT journey kind of has been crazy, and then unfortunately, like life, life intertwines very well with my my IT journey. Like it is like between like the tragedies and, you know, graduating college at first, and then had to move and this and that. Yeah, COVID got involved. So yeah, like I said, yo, like my IT journey was crazy. My IT journey was just, yeah, it was just crazy. It was just like a wild experience, and hopefully here at Microsoft, hopefully I'm like more. Hopefully this could be like a stable, like long term Because honestly, I don't really like job hopping, but it was just like necessary in my life. It just like I said, with the help desk, I was getting burnt out, and then with the system admin, I was getting like bored with the work, and then at Booz Allen, they could find me a position. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then at the Actual Solutions, I just wasn't really up the par where they needed me at the job. So like now everybody saw, now I'm able to learn, I'm able to grow, you know, become the best me I could be. So it's kind of like I kind of exhausted talking about it. I'm like, dang, yo, I did go through a lot in like a pretty short period of time, especially after especially at the help desk, because I went through 4 jobs in like 3 years. It's crazy. But as always, if y'all like a video, give us a thumbs up. You want more IT videos, also give us a thumbs up, because you know this is what we do. We give advice, we give experiences, and I want to help you out become the best professional, black professional, or just professional in general that you can be. You. And I'll catch y'all next time.